Good day, everyone. Today I'll be presenting to you a research paper entitled Assessment of the Analgesic Padina minors extracts using acetic acid-induced writing test model mice, together with researchers Dr. Michael Ples, Dr. Ybaňez, and Dr. Montaño. Pain can actually be felt from different parts of our body. It can be from your wrist, from your lower back pain, or upper back pain. It can be from your chest, it can be a stomach pain, it can be from your nerves. Pain is actually an indicator that the body is suffering illness. It can either be an acute pain or chronic pain. The unpleasant feeling pain is a result of complex neurochemical processes in peripheral and central nervous system. The source of pain can be stimulus which are potentially damaging living tissues that excites the nociceptors or the peripheral pain receptors from Dublin and Patapoitan 2010. There are varieties of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, steroidal drugs, or the opioid analgesics, which are all known to reduce pain. Reducing pain is to stop the signal. But stopping the pain must be a priority over, or it should be done first prior to addressing the treating the specific illness or disease. Sadly, these were identified to leave adverse effects in fever, hypertension, that can cause hypertension, or other cardiovascular problems, give renal and erectile dysfunction, skin atrophy, increase bone density, gastrointestinal problems like dependence, constipation, and ulcers. It can also give respiratory problems, manic depression, cramps, and dizziness, appearance of dormant diabetes. These are some of the findings of scientists or researchers: Brenna 1984, Joshua 2017, Shi and Chang 2007, Yasmin et al. 2018, Wallace 2001. Seaweeds were actually known as the source of food. It can be used to export raw materials that can be used as an additive for food products, for beauty products, and some biomedical and pharmacological products. It can be a great source of income for farmers. It can give, or it can be a source of organic compounds or a source of polysaccharides. These bioactive compounds can give or were identified with high bioactivities, and this paper recognized the potential of seaweeds as a natural analgesic. How did we use seaweed as a natural analgesic? First, seaweed were collected in different areas of central Visayas, and two genus of seaweeds were used. One for red seaweed, which is Eucheuma denticulatum, and we also use brown seaweed, which is Padina minor. Extraction methods: used two methods were actually utilized, because those were the aqueous extraction method and the ethanolic extraction method. Animals were prepared according to or based on the recommendation of a Yaku. First, it was acclimatized and before any procedure or any experimental procedure applied. Animals were grouped into 6. There were 2 control groups and 4 experimental groups. For the control groups, one is the positive negative control group, which means animals were induced but not dead. Only water or distilled water were given. And the second control group, the positive control group, wherein animals were induced and given a commercial analgesic, which is indomethacin. 4 experimental setups were given. Different extracts, namely the group of Eucheuma aqueous extract, Eucheuma ethanolic extract, Padina aqueous extract, Padina ethanolic extract. Treatment followed in animals reduced using acetic acid. The acetic acid-induced writing model is actually a standard pharmacological model used to test analgesic activity of bioactive compounds or natural products. Writing tests were observed, and writing movement were actually observed and reported. Writing means, or the writing movement of the mice means they are in pain. Indication is they are in abdominal contraction, wherein they extend their hind legs, push their abdomen in the surface or on the ground. Test on analgesic activity is actually with a comparison from the indicating or reporting the reduction of writing movement as we compared it from control group and among the experimental groups. Results indicated that the positive negative control group has the highest recorded average writing test movement, and that is 20.43, while the lowest can be seen on the Padina aqueous extract group, which is only 10.43 average writing movement. And the two, if we compare the two control groups, this is the positive negative control group, wherein mice were induced and only water were given. And the second control group, mice were induced and given with commercial analgesic. We compare the two, this is 20.43 average writing movement, while the PPC has the 12.43 average writing movement. This 12.43 of PPC is close to the result of Eucheuma ethanolic extract, which is 12.14 average writing movement, and followed by the Eucheuma aqueous extract, which is 11.14 average writing movement. And we have the Padina ethanolic extract, which is 10.71, which is just a small or a little higher compared to Padina aqueous extract, which is 10.43. There is a statistical difference among groups treated with Eucheuma denticulatum and Padina minor extracts and the commercially treated group with its statistical analysis. All the treated groups showed positive decrease in writing responses compared to the negative control. Thus, the seaweed extracts, both from Eucheuma denticulatum and Padina minor, significantly reduced the pain of the acetic acid-induced groups of mice. In addition, both the aqueous and ethanolic extracts of the red and brown seaweeds were able to reduce the pain of the induced animals. The aqueous extracts of the seaweeds showed the highest writing responses than the control groups in the rest of the treated groups. The researchers concluded that both aqueous and ethanolic crude extracts of Padina minor and Eucheuma denticulatum showed high analgesic potential and are highly comparable with used commercial analgesics. Since the used brown seaweed, Padina minor has less economic importance. While it shows high potential as analgesic, more tests is recommended to conduct further investigation. This can be of help to possibly utilize the abundance of our natural resources to develop a sustainable and organic analgesic. These are some of the references. Thank you so much for your time.